Let's see if I can turn the music down all the way. Okay, perfect. Awesome. So happy you all could be here with me today on this lovely Monday evening. I'm really excited about today's movements. They're all a little bit different. After doing burpees last week, I decided to take a chill pill on anything too cardio heavy, but we do have a little bit of that today with our jump roping or jumping if you don't have a jump rope. We'll start off with our 4-minute warm-up, and then we will go ahead and go over our movements of today. So with that, let me turn up the music, and we'll get started with our jumping jacks. Alrighty. I'll get my timer out. Perfect. We'll get started here in 10 seconds with jumping jacks. In 3, 2, 1, and begin. Awesome. In 10 seconds, switch into the down dog cobra. In 3, 2, 1, and switch. Getting a good stretch of our calves and hamstrings and our shoulders at the top there. Relaxing into that cobra pose at the bottom. Perfect. Switching to our plank with a T-opener here in 3 seconds. And switch. So starting in that top plank position, opening up, alternating sides. Keeping good pressure through the hand and the shoulder of the arm that's supporting our body. Perfect. In 5 seconds, we'll be switching to our mountain climbers. In 3, 2, 1, and switch. Awesome job. Keep going.
I don't wanna hear you
take my phone off silent so I can hear the timer.
I don't wanna fight you. You don't wanna know if I feel alright. I don't wanna just forgive you.
Nice job. 5 seconds. We'll be standing up to do our star pose crosses. And switch. Perfect. Starting big, nice and open. Crossing over to opposite foot. Awesome. Here in 5 seconds. Alternating to our bootstrappers. Perfect. And switch. Grabbing onto those toes. Lowering into that deep squat. Elbows on the inside of our knees. Switch after you feel like you got a good little bit of a stretch in both positions. Nice job. 5 seconds. We'll be sitting down to do our hip openers. And switch. Sitting on our bums. Both knees pointed one direction. Rolling over. Switching to the opposite side. Try to sit up on your hips if you can. Feel a good stretch on that back side of the hip.
I don't wanna know what you think. I'm the one you go to whenever you feel like you're about to sink. I don't wanna just forget you.
Good. Few seconds. Standing up, doing our last movement, our standing alternating crunches. Go ahead and switch. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Meeting in the middle.
I could become the one for another one. Hey you. Maybe then you know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for
So go ahead and turn the music down real quick, and we will talk about today's movements. Alrighty. So today we needed those light dumbbells for a very important reason. If you guys have ever done lateral raises or forward raises, let alone for a minute, boy oh boy are they taxing on the shoulders. So today we've kind of got a combo movement of both of those. So you'll have a dumbbell in each hand. One arm will start doing a forward raise, and one will be doing a lateral raise at the same time. And then you'll switch which direction each rep. So come up just to parallel. You can keep a slight bend in those elbows. Create less pressure there. I like to think of it as kind of like a dab, kind of like a dab, but keeping those arms straighter. On this one, be sure we're keeping that core tight as well so that our arms are the only thing doing the movement. Perfect. Any questions on those? Okay, looks good. Perfect. Next one we'll be doing, you can use your mat for this for demo purposes. I will be laying on the side so you guys can see that side view. Next we're doing skull crushers. So for a skull crusher, you start with your arms up above your head. I like to bias my hands on the weight so that they're on the end of the dumbbell that's facing kind of towards my feet. And then from here, we're just bending at the elbow, hinging down, hinging back up. So try to keep your arms in the same spot the entire time, but your elbow is the only thing bending. To nice and controlled, lower those weights, and then straighten your arms back out. Good. Yeah, you all look great. Perfect. Okay, any questions on skull crushers? Nope. Perfect. Okay. Next movement today is a curtsy lunge. So I've talked about doing forward or backward lunges where we keep our feet hip width distance apart. Well, a curtsy lunge is the time where we come either back so we're in one line. So luckily for us here in the room, we've got nice planks we can use as kind of a guide, or the lines. So you'll start feet hip width distance apart. Wow, that's a tongue twister. So mine is like I've got one board in between the two. And then from here, you're going to come back, lunge so that you're in a line. You'll feel a little more stretch on that outside glute. And then you'll stand back up and then switch sides. Good. If you're feeling good with that alignment, you can always go a little bit further. Up to you and how your knees and hips feel and balance as well. And then hold your arms wherever you feel comfortable. I know a lot of people like to do like the skater arms. Helps with balance a little bit. Perfect. And just a reminder, like always with our lunges and our squats, even when we are going kind of across our body in the opposite direction, make sure our knee has good alignment coming over that front of our toe so we're not coming out or being too far in. Definitely don't want to compromise those ligaments in our knees. Good. Any questions with those? Okay, perfect. So next movement is their classic sit-up. So if you are with us at home and you don't have an ab mat, no worries. If you are here and you have an ab mat, I would recommend using one. It helps keep our back touching something for that kind of core pressure and support. So I know I've mentioned in the past with some exercises involving the core, like our dead bugs we did, you want to keep that back flat. This mat is essentially helping to keep our back flat. So if you are using an ab mat and it looks like this, the bigger humped end, that's the part that faces your bottom. The flatter part goes up towards the top of your back. So a lot of times the print's upside down, it's misleading. You need to use it upside down. But when you are doing an ab mat sit-up, I find it's most comfortable to kind of butterfly my legs. So they're kind of just resting kind of in this open position. And then with that mat underneath our back, you'll start arms up, and then you'll sit up until you're nice and parallel. So you're coming all the way up, and then back down. And you just repeat from there. So this one's kind of nice. We can use our arms for a little bit of momentum. Really focus on squeezing that core up so that we are sitting all the way up. One other way to do that, if you are using your hands, try to touch your toes. That ensures that you sit all the way up. So you can touch the floor, touch your toes. Good. Perfect. Any questions on the movement or the use of the equipment? Much better. Yeah, it offers that little bit of support, but also helps keep that pressure so we're not hurting our spine or anything. So I like them. They're a good use. Good tool to have. Okay. Our fifth movement of today is jump roping. So if you don't have a jump rope at home, feel free to just pretend you're jump roping, jump, skip, hop, do something for a minute. On this one, we're purposely just building our cardio. So if you want some options, you can do single hop, you can do quick, you can do skipping, you can do like double unders. If you want, mix it up, have fun with it. You don't have to do one thing for the whole minute. Mix it up every 10, 30 seconds, up to you. If you don't use a jump rope regularly, I'd recommend, especially if it's not your own personal jump rope, testing it out a little bit. So go ahead and spend a few seconds. Jump in, kind of figuring out what feels good. Sam, I would just be mindful of the projector. Bit long. Okay, so I have a jump rope that's actually my size because I use it all the time. So it goes kind of like a little above my armpits. Like the handles touch in the armpits. I think that one is adjustable. Might be. Yeah. But yeah, so if any of you want to know how to size, feet together, and then it should go just like up into your armpits. Good. And if you trip, I'll probably trip a bunch. Don't worry, just get back into it. Just a minute, getting our heart rate up. And then our last movement of today is going to be a little bit familiar. They're going to be down dog alternating crosses. So it's a little bit of a core, kind of shoulder stability exercise. So we'll start in that down dog position, and then what you'll do is you'll come forward into a plank, and then you'll reach with your hand to the opposite foot at the top. So here I'm in like a single arm down dog position into that plank, into the cross. So just alternating between that. Good. Yeah, you'll probably feel a slight stretch in the hamstrings at that top. You'll really feel yourself pushing through the shoulder that's on the ground, working on that stability through that range of motion, which I like too. Getting a good stretch there. Also working a little bit of the core as well, having to cross and reach across our body. Good. Any questions with that exercise or any of the previous exercises, movements? Okay, perfect. Let me go ahead and get our timer queued up. Otherwise, I would lose track of time. Thank goodness they make apps. And let me get our music up and going. Alrighty. Perfect. So we'll start in 10 seconds with our weights in our hands, starting with those lateral forward raises, alternating to each side. In 3, 2, 1, begin. A reminder, keeping our core tight and engaged. Keep our body still while our arms do all of the work. Good. A little bit of a brain game at the same time. Perfect, halfway there. I can feel my arms burning. I don't know about you guys. Good. In 10 seconds, we'll keep our weights in our hands, but we'll go ahead and head down to the ground onto our backs for skull crushers and switch. So just a reminder, hands start right above our head, hinging at that elbow, lowering down the weight nice and controlled, and then extending that elbow back to the starting position. All hinging from the elbow. Halfway there. You guys are looking good. Perfect. In 10 seconds, we'll be moving, dropping our weights, moving to those curtsy lunges, standing up. In 3, 2, 1, and switch. Perfect. So starting in that good width position, crossing that leg behind, lunging down, being mindful of that knee position. Good. Halfway there, guys. Doing great. Everybody looks really good. I feel like I want to go speed skating or something right now. Perfect. In 10 seconds, we'll head back to our mat. Lay down, grab your ab mat if you have one, for sit-ups. Perfect. And switch. Just a reminder, mat will be upside down to your body. That bigger part goes in the small of your back. Let those legs hang loose, arms touch the ground, and touch your toes.
Jack it up.
Perfect. Halfway there, guys. Doing great. Seconds, we'll hop up and grab our jump ropes. And switch. Jump however you'd like. Just want you moving for a minute. Watch your surroundings as well. If you want to come like more in the middle too, feel free. You can also do single leg hops. Perfect. In 5 seconds, transitioning to the down dog, alternating crosses. We're kind of starting in that plank position into that down dog, crossing arm to foot. Nice job, everyone. In 10 seconds, get a rest break. And rest. Alrighty, shake it out, grab some water, meet you back here. 10 seconds to start. In 10 seconds, pick up our weights and begin with those lateral forward raises. And begin. Remember, keeping that core tight, slight bend in the elbows, nice and controlled raise and lower. Perfect. Nice job, everyone. Halfway there. Keep up the good work. In 10 seconds, go ahead, keep our weights, lay on our back, and switch to skull crushers. In 3, 2, 1, and switch. Arms starting straight up ahead of us, hinging on that elbow, lower that weight down. Nice and controlled back up. Halfway there. Everyone looks real good. Nice job keeping everything nice and controlled. Perfect. In 10 seconds, we'll stand back up and switch to those curtsy lunges. And switch. Perfect. Starting on our feet, crossing that leg behind us. Putting a little bit extra stress and stretch across that back hip. Good job. I didn't mention it before, but everyone's doing a nice job keeping their chest tall. Looking great. Awesome. In 15 seconds, we'll move back to our mats for those sit-ups. Perfect. In 3, 2, you have it. Place it small on your back. Arms above head. Help you sit up, touch your toes. Awesome job. Halfway there. In 15 seconds, we'll be picking our jump rope up for another minute. In 3, 2, 1, switch. Grab those jump ropes and jump away.
Waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my fun.
Ooh, Hannah's getting tricky over there.
I'm in a tropic club.
I don't know if I could still do that. I used to be really good at double dutch in elementary school. I don't know if I could still do it. Awesome. In 10 seconds, we'll drop our ropes and head to the downward dog, alternating crosses, and switch. Remember, starting in that plank position and then raising up to cross. Feeling a stretch in the hamstring at the top. Probably biased more to the side you're reaching to.
I remember the ocean, memories die out too hard. But we were traveling mountains just to find the loudest seas. We set our mind on fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But
Perfect. In
here
10
I
seconds, you get a
am,
rest break.
'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing
And
there's
rest.
nowhere to go.
Shake it out. Grab
'Cause
some
I am
water
happy on this
before we begin our
island, wanna
last
be my fun.
round.
I don't ever want to leave. I'm in a tropic club.
Back in 10 seconds with our weights for the alternating lateral forward raises. In 3, 2, 1, begin. You feel like your weight choice has been good and consistent. I challenge you to go up quick, slow, lower. Up quick, slow, lower. Good, halfway there.
I'm in a tropic club.
Good job, everyone. In 10 seconds, moving on to our skull crushers. In 3, 2, 1, on your back. the last exercise. If you feel like this weight has been pretty good and want to challenge yourself a little bit, do a slow lower and then a quick straighten of the elbows. Awesome job, everyone. Looking really good. In 10 seconds, we'll be standing back up for curtsy lunges. In 3, 2, 1, stand up. Looking really good, everyone. Nice job. A little over halfway there. And then we'll transition back to the sit-up for one last time. Perfect. In 5 seconds, move into our sit-ups. And switch. Similar to all the others. Feel like you want to challenge yourself, try to spend as little time as possible laying down. So think, smack your hands, sit up. Perfect. In 10 seconds, grab our jump ropes. And switch. Last time, or at least my workout today, get a little fancy with Hannah doing some crossovers. I don't think I'm talented enough to keep doing them. Challenge yourself too if you do speed. Trying to jump as quickly as possible. I've been doing a little bit of one-footed hops, do skips. In 10 seconds, we'll switch back to our down dog crosses for our last movement of today. And switch. When we're doing this movement, I really want you guys to think the entire time that I'm pushing against the floor, pushing my weight through on that single arm, pushing my weight through, working on that shoulder stability through that different range of motion. Awesome, 10 more seconds. Keep moving to the end. And done. Nice job, everyone. Grab some water if you need it. I'll turn down the music real quick. And we'll do a little light stretching. when you're ready, maybe back at your station, we'll start crossing one arm over the other. If you don't feel like you're getting quite a stretch with the arm that's straight out, think about punching out to the side to get a little more active, feeling that more across the outside of the shoulder. Good, and switch. Perfect. And then go ahead, swing one arm over the top. Try to pull it back. Ready? Go ahead and switch sides. Swing that other arm. Grab that elbow, pull it back. We'll go ahead and drop into Cobra pose. Really breathe while you're in this position. Stretch those abs out. If you don't feel like you're getting quite enough stretch here, push up through your shoulders and look up to the ceiling. Good. Back onto our knees. You bring one leg in front of you, leaning into you're stretching our hip flexors. So leaning in to the front of the knee, the front knee, excuse me. Feel that stretch across the leg that's back. Good. Go ahead and switch. Bringing the other leg in front, leaning forward into that leg, stretching the leg in the back. Good. Go ahead and lay on your backs, on your mat. Do a figure 4 stretch. So cross one ankle over the other knee, lift that bottom leg up, and then grab behind. Should feel that stretch on the outside of the glutes, kind of hip area where we were targeting with our curtsy lunges. Go ahead and lower down slowly, and then switch legs, crossing that other ankle over the knee, leg up, and then grabbing that knee, pulling it towards you. Good. Same thing, nice and controlled lower. No need to rush it. Perfect. That's all I had for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope it was fun mixing it up a little bit, throwing the jump rope in there, having a little fun with it. If you got any questions for me, I'll be here after class. Feel free to ask them. With that, thank you again, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Reminder, no class next Wednesday, as I'll be out of town, and then no class the Monday of the holiday. SEL's closed. Thank you. See you guys on Wednesday.